as much as I would love to spend my time educating you, as much as I would love to spend my time educating you, I do think it's important to, you know, go on and do your own research.
Hey, I was talking to this guy over here, and he said that Trump's done stuff that is like he's becoming a king or whatever. What kind of stuff has he done?
Deploying National Guard troops on native soil is absolutely un-American. Sending the National Guard against American citizens is an act of oppression against American citizens.
So he sent the National Guard
into cities,
Los Angeles,
to do what?
Chicago, to suppress protesters,
exercising their free speech.
Okay, are there a lot of protests happening and all that?
Yeah, there's millions of people
college campuses with Palestine even before all of this.
And now are they like legal protests or illegal protests?
Protests are legal.
Absolutely legal. It's our First Amendment right.
It's our First Amendment right.
Okay. And then so they're saying you can't protest?
Not explicitly, but by sending troops out to suppress protesters and to intimidate them.
So wait, how many protests are happening? He has sent the National Guard?
Here, over 2,600 protests are happening on today. I mean, not here. Today, over 2,600.
Where, like in California?
Across the country.
Oh, that's not that much to send a National Guard.
About millions of people.
To many major cities.
And then
so they came out just today for this?
Well, they've been coming out for months. I was at one a couple months ago over the summer.
Yeah. What has he done that you don't like?
Well, I mean, specifically recently, while the government has been shut down, he's been passing executive orders, which is explicitly illegal in the Constitution. Congress has to approve executive orders that happen, especially during a government shutdown.
Wait, Congress has to approve an executive order?
Yeah. If he's deploying military,
I thought they just passed
executive orders aren't laws. They're just things that he says. But then they're subject to review by Congress and the House of Representatives. Like, he can't just be passing laws, especially while there's a government shutdown. That's the whole point.
Oh wait, isn't the Senate still working though?
There's only one person who's been present, showing up. Everybody's being paid though.
What they want to do to Medicare and other programs that are vital for American citizens to live and thrive in our country, they want to defund those things to give more tax cuts to the wealthy.
And defund stuff like Social Security and your benefits that you're entitled to.
Wait, Trump said he's going to defund Social Security? I never heard that.
He also wants to change the Affordable Care Act and take away care from millions of Americans or reduce their coverage, which could potentially kill.
Wait, when did he say he wants to defund Social Security?
It's a part of the big beautiful bill.
They've been changing the qualifications or trying to for some time, and that's why Democrats
Wait, the
said
qualification to get Social Security?
The things that you have to do for Social Security and Medicare.
Like every 6 months you have to reapply.
Wait, but that's not defunding though, right? That's just like qualifying.
When you are making people who have been qualifying for these programs, for their health care, for their food, for their livelihood, and you are taking that away, you're putting them at risk. At risk of homelessness, at risk of death. Credible sources, multiple credible sources.
Make sure
that said that he wants to defund Social Security?
Go to the government website. You can see what the Senate, what the Congress is doing online. All of that information is public.
As much as I would love to spend my time educating you, as much as I would love to spend my time educating you, I do think it's important to, you know, go on and do your own research and get it from unbiased sources, you know?
He's also told the press if they share any information that is not explicitly given permission to share, that the press will lose their credentials.
So like confidential stuff?
No, things that are
Basically
no longer confidential,
to anything that the press releases, which is crazy.
In regards to the military or any of that, even though it's not confidential.
It's not confidential information. They have every right to cover that kind of information.
So why wouldn't he just make everything confidential and then he wouldn't have to do that?
That's a great question, but he shouldn't be making stuff that's not confidential. Why would he need to do that if he's not doing anything wrong?
So the press can't report?
That's what he said.
He's taken press credentials for some, I believe, earlier this week who did not want to comply with that request. They said we're not going to do
of him
that.
just firing anybody who disagrees with him in Congress or taking them out of their positions, trying to get judges fired, encouraging people
to do that. Do you mind me asking what you're recording for?
Oh, I do travel blogging. Cool. Yeah. And I was riding by on my motorcycle and I saw this and I'm like, I've seen it on the news, but I'd never
it's
been to one.
happening all over the country.
Oh my God, it's so hot. Many governors have actually asked for the National Guard not to come because they don't want it turned on their own citizens for someone who is acting like a dictator.
So these governors, they can't handle it themselves, basically? Or
the National Guard is only supposed to be deployed domestically at the request of a governor to assist residents of that state with aid.
The president is not supposed to have any sort of control over the National Guard.
They're not supposed to militarize.
So there's like no way that Trump could...
Well, he's doing it.
But like legally, is there any way that the president could take control of them?
I'm sure that there's a way that you could make amendments and pass laws, but
like now,
as it stands now, he's not supposed to be taking control of the National Guard. But he is. And it's an intimidation tactic. I mean, yeah. So I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you, ladies. Excuse me, can I ask you a few questions about your sign?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
We want justice and liberty for all. And then the other side says, stop funding wars, no ICE. Okay, that's the one I saw from the back. Can you tell me what that means or what that encapsulates?
We're sending billions of dollars overseas to fund wars that don't belong to us instead of the money staying here with taxpayers.
Okay, like which war?
For example, the genocide in Gaza.
Okay.
A lot of that money came from the taxpayers.
Okay, there was a ceasefire that just happened, right?
Yeah, I don't believe in ceasefire.
What do you mean?
There hasn't really been a ceasefire. They're still fighting. They're still within themselves.
Didn't Hamas and Israel agree on something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like 2 days ago or 3 days, whatever.
No,
2 days ago.
I don't think so. It hasn't ended. The war hasn't ended. Well, it's not really a war.
Well, the war hasn't ended, but there's a ceasefire. I mean, it was all over the news.
It says otherwise. Like channels say otherwise. People say otherwise.
Well, no, not the channel. Like they actually signed.
People on the land say otherwise. There's still militias within the regions.
Hamas is still there.
The occupation is also there, and the occupation is still taking homes and it's still taking land.
But things are better than they were, right? Since the ceasefire.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like people are eating, which is the important part. People are eating. There's medicine being laid in. I don't know how much. I don't think it's enough though.
Okay. And then has Trump started any wars like lately or no?
Not that I know.
Okay. So the wars that we're funding were started before or?
Yeah, like even now we have troops in Israel. What are we doing? We have troops.
Wait, America has troops in Israel?
Yes.
Where?
I believe 100 troops were deployed. For my understanding, I'm not 100%. I'm not.
Okay. But so the war in Ukraine is also going on, right?
Yes.
Are we funding that one as well?
Venezuela. Why are we doing that?
Okay, so the one in Ukraine, are we funding that one too?
I don't believe so, but
no. Yeah, Biden gave and Trump gave like hundreds of billions of dollars.
Right.
So do you think we should? So do you think we should be helping Ukraine or let Russia do whatever?
We should not be involved in world affairs. We should take care of our own at home.
Wait, are you like one of those secret America First people?
No. What do you mean?
Oh, no. Sorry. Because they basically say the same thing. Like we need to get out of all wars. Just focus on America, and then like let everything happen elsewhere. Stop sending our money.
I believe other countries should unite. It shouldn't just be the United States leading the way. We are not above any other country. We're not. I believe we should as a community, help and take care of our own people first.
Yeah.
Look at our street.
Well, that's exactly what the American First people say. That's interesting. So there is commonality between the both sides, I guess. Like I would assume you're a Democrat, right?
I don't.
I'm independent. I'm not.
I don't partake in any.
Okay.
Yeah.
The war in Ukraine, you think we should still? Oh, and then no funding at all. Like take all the money back and use it here.
I believe we should all have a say so where we want our money allocated.
Yeah. So you don't want us wasting money in places that shouldn't be.
I feel like there's no transparency in where our funding is.
What about that Doge thing? Wasn't that supposed to increase transparency and show where all the money's going?
I just feel that the way it was dealt with wasn't appropriate.
Okay. Like what did they do?
Like our information was all out there, right? Like apparently our...
No. Thank you.
yeah, apparently our information was leaked, or it was like in the hands of other people. I'm not really too
Okay.
like,
But you're all for stop wasting money and spend it here. So am I. I agree.
yeah, we need to
100%.
take care of our people, our
Yeah.
mental health, of our children,
Yeah.
school lunches. We need to put our country first, and then worry about everybody else.
Yeah. No, that this is crazy. You're literally like, this is what the America First people say. Yeah, no, it's incredible.
But I also, I sympathize for people that need help, and yeah, we should definitely figure out a way to come together as countries.
Yeah, but there'd be more for people who need it if we stop sending it all over the world, right?
Right.
I agree. 100%. No, that's very logical.
Our veterans need it.
Yeah.
People
Absolutely.
here are, there's going to be cuts, major cuts coming in November. So
then, do you think that the government should intervene? You said no intervention in the Israel-Gaza thing. Let whatever happens, happens. That's their thing. We need to bring the money back, focus on us.
Everybody needs to, all the countries need to come together to come to a resolution.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really tough since there's been so much destruction already.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not here. That's because then if you start focusing on that, then you gotta send money there to help.
Right.
So either we just completely cut off, or we gotta.
I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't done my research.
Yeah.
There's some things that just, our main source of information right now is TikTok, right? And there's a lot of misinformation.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't do your own research, you can just
for sure. I agree.
So
I think TikTok's terrible. It's like everything's fake on there.
Right.
Yeah. So you can't believe anything.
You can't believe anything. You have to do your own research.
I agree on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But no one's gonna say, "Oh, I have to side with these people and fight for everything they fight for just because I have a label on it."
Right.
Like I'm very against collectivism. Like where I have to just go along because
Right.
So it's a weird time because I feel like the left is collectivizing a lot right now compared to like the left, like the Democrats of the 90s. I grew up a Democrat, and it was all about like freedom of speech, individual liberties, and do whatever you want. And then now I feel like if you're a Democrat, you have to support these things. You have to go like,
not the way.
No.
We all have our own consciousness and our own upbringings. Not everyone's going to agree with the same thing.
Yeah.
But because you're left, doesn't mean you have to be a left.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Democrat.
Radical.
Yeah.
Or Democrat.
Do you think there is that not the Democrats, but like the leftists have gone too far? Do you feel like they've gone too far, and now it's making like the right go further right?
There's going to be radicalization in both parties.
But it's never been like this. It's never been like this. This is crazy.
With both.
But I think it all started with the whole like transgender stuff, and like pushing for transgenderism, boys' bathrooms, and all that stuff. I think that's what they pulled far to the left. So now the right's going further right. And if everyone just relax and go back to the middle like it was in the 90s and the 2000s, it was so relaxed. It was chill.
No, and I agree with that. I believe that, it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
You should keep wrestling how they are or how they were.
Yeah.
And,
So you're pretty modern.
Yeah. I, also a lot of our taxpayer money goes towards that. And, protecting their rights, which is,
So you're like a classic one from like the late 90s, 2000s. The thing is, I can tell you don't have to know everything, but when you see something, you use your objectivism to be like, that's good or that's bad.
Right.
Instead of saying like, I know everything about this.
Right.
It's not necessary.
At the end of the day, we're standing for humanity and morality and our amendment rights.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're out here to, practice.
Yeah.
Make sure that those don't go away.
I agree.
Freedom of speech.
I agree.
Whether it's really right wing or really left, we should all be able to exercise our freedom of speech.
Yeah. 100%. If we don't have that, we don't have anything. That's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good conversation too.